For me, the funnest part of development was working on environment design for our various levels. I got to work on a lot of pieces from scratch and help shape the game world to give it life and allow the story to come through in the visuals. And that was really, really fun. I think the entire team had a wonderful shared vision that comes through really well.
My favorite part of game development would definitely have to be just seeing everything you made assembled in the game engine and being able to see everything in context. And also just painting anything having to do with foliage, wood textures, rocks, just any natural material. I personally really enjoy the rendering phase of the process compared to the designing phase of the process.
The most fun part on the other side was the testing and tweaking the fighting sounds, that is sound effects for the fighting scenes. So when you reach the synergy of game mechanics, audio and video elements, you're not testing the game, you're playing the game, and at that point it's quite rewarding because you reach the point that the game is fun to you and you want to share it with the other people.
So the most fun part about making Traveler's Refrain was definitely coming up with the enemy ideas, the spell ideas. I'm the one who comes up with all the wacky names for everything. There's a lot of cool stuff in terms of naming things and making sure everything kind of works together and it's fun to play in the game. So that aspect of the design was definitely my favorite, as well as crafting the dungeons with Nick. So those are definitely my favorite.
The most fun and rewarding parts of developing Traveler's Refrain for me is definitely designing the characters, because I'm a character designer by nature, and putting together the story. The story was quite the challenge, but it also was really rewarding because it was kind of like putting a puzzle together. We had to make sure that all of the elements, all of the pieces fit together and it all made sense. We didn't want any plot holes in the story, even though there's a lot of plot twists in the story. And then lastly, the thing I really loved doing was working on the dungeons, the dungeon design with Armand, because that's another big puzzle challenge that once we got to play through it was really fun and exciting to actually play.